In this video, we wish to inspire you how to open your heart and how to be connected and communicate with your heart. And we inspired from the book Alchemist. So watch until the very end because it's so heart-opening video.
Have you ever heard of tribes that were using the prayer to create rain? They were literally able to call rain to them so their crops are going to have water when there was a dry period. There is this really deep power that we have in all of us. You have it, we have it, everybody has it. How we can speak to the universe, to all the elements, to every plant, every metal, every stone. How we can speak to the universe. It might sound really funny and weird and inaccessible, but I believe it's a lot easier than we think. A lot of you have probably heard of The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho, or maybe have even read it.
The book Alchemist.
Yes, I just finished it, and there was a very profound meaning that it had for me. Santiago, a young man, was going through the desert because he was searching for his treasure near the pyramids of Gizeh. And an alchemist was accompanying him, and they were riding with their horses through the desert. And at one point, some warriors came across them, and they took them hostage. And they took them to their tribe, to the camp, and they told the leaders of that camp, "These are spies. We found them, we saw them, they did something bad." The leaders of that camp were questioning them, "What are you doing? Why do you have so much money on you?" They took the money. And the alchemist was saying to the leaders, I am just accompanying my friend. And they asked, "Who is your friend?" That he's an alchemist. He has the power to turn himself into wind and destroy your whole camp. And the leaders that were believing in magic were curious about it, and they said, "Okay, so do it, we want to see it." And the alchemist said, well, he would need 3 days for that. So they gave them time, these 3 days, to prepare. And the young man, Santiago, was going to the alchemist and he said, "Hey, I don't know how to turn myself into wind. You didn't teach me. How am I supposed to do that?" And the alchemist said, "Well, I know how to do it, but you have to figure it out for yourself. You have 3 more days or otherwise we would be killed." Santiago was starting to think, and he was communicating with his heart. He learned on his journey that he has to listen to his heart because it will give him signs, it will lead him to the right way, to the right path. 3 days passed and everybody was gathering around him and they wanted to see how he can turn himself into wind. The young man, Santiago, was standing there and he started to speak to his heart. And through his heart he started to speak to the desert. And he was asking the desert, "Can you please help me to turn myself into wind?" The desert said, "I don't know how to do that. How am I supposed to know that? I can offer you my sand, but I can't turn you into wind. You will have to ask the wind." The young man started to speak to the wind then. "Can you help me turn me into wind so I can show them my powers?" And the wind also said, "I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. You have to ask the sun. The sun is more powerful." And the man said, "Well, can you please help me though? Can you create some wind and transport the sand above the sky so the sun doesn't blind me when I'm speaking to it?" And the wind did that. Then he was asking the sun if it could help him. And the sun also said, "I don't know how to do that. You would have to ask the creator who created this all." And he turned to the universe and he was saying a prayer that was different than any other prayer he has ever done. Usually he would ask for things or thank for things, but this time he was just going through his heart and speaking to the universe directly, and it was a profound gratitude that he felt for this whole existence and the huge trust that he had for the universe. And soon after, the wind started to blow very much, and the leaders of the camp were convinced that he's able to do that. What was really profound for me was that the heart is the bridge for us to communicate with all, no matter what it is, no matter who it is. Through our heart, we can speak to everything and we can create miracles. We can literally bend reality through our heart. The heart is the key.
Have you ever heard about baby chicks experiment? There was a random event generator. It was a robot which was locked in some place where were baby chicks about to be hatched. And after they hatched, they were following the robot and they thought it's the mother, so they were following it all over the place. One day they separated the baby chicks from the robot, from the random event generator, and they were observing how the baby chicks are going to behave. And what they found out is that the random event generator robot was actually all the time in the half of the baby chick's place, because the baby chicks were so attached to it with the teeny weeny tiny hearts, so they were absolutely attracting it and basically magnetizing it and manifesting to have the mother, which they perceived as a mother, next to them, close to them. And the random event generator became not anymore such a random event generator. It became intentionally organized and manipulated by the baby chick's hearts, because the love is incredible power in the universe. And if you will start to use your heart and you will wish with the pure heart for something, or with the clean heart and pure heart for something, then it's definitely going to manifest in your life, because it has to. Because the baby chick experiment, if you look it up, or we can just share here this map where you can see how the generator was walking around the baby chicks, it is a proof that our hearts are more powerful than you ever could think of.
And it's really important what Petra said, with a pure heart and a pure intention.
Yeah.
Because if you're asking for rain and you just have the intention that you want to have more money and you want to have more success, then it's not really going to work. It comes from a pure gratitude and humbleness towards this existence, towards the creator, the universe. It doesn't have words. You can't express it into words. You feel it through your heart. And that's the power. That's where our power lays.
That's why all the perceived silly people say that they are lucky for nothing, because they don't try. They just don't force. Those people are just crazy lucky because
simple-minded.
They are like flowing in these things, and they don't try to impress anybody. They are so connected to the universe and to this divine energy that it's just giving it to them, because they know they will not use it wrongly.
And that's the only way how it can work, when we really make it simple, when we understand the simplicity of it, and we don't try to make it complicated. And okay, I have to now focus on my heart this way, and I have to feel it this way, and I have to say these things, and then I will activate it. No, it's just, you start to talk to it. Literally, you start to talk to it. Hey heart, how are you doing?
Because it's real.
What are you feeling now? What are you experiencing? And when you do that with your heart, you can also start to communicate with a grass leaf. It's that simple. It sounds silly, but there is immense wisdom. The entire wisdom of the universe is within every sandcorn, within every grass leaf.
And also, it is all you. Everything what you see around you is all you. Because you don't see that leaf on that tree in Barbados or in Iceland. You are somewhere in the middle of Europe or middle of America, in Florida. You see your tree, your grass. That's you, and you can go there and fly there and be with that tree only, and that it's you then. You can't be all the trees in the planet in this moment. You can feel them, you can tune into this unlimited energy, but you can be very present in this 3D reality just with this, what you can see, and that's yours, that's you. Not yours, but it's you. And we should remember this, because when we are approaching this, that it's all us, from this level of gratefulness and purity, then we will always be gifted, and we always will be grateful and have a reason to be grateful in life.
Do you know what we mean by this language from the heart, this tuning in with your heart and experiencing life through your heart? Do you know what we mean with it? Let us know what your interpretation is, what you understand from it.
And let us know, what are you spending the most time in this planet with? Is it nature? Is it grass? Is it trees, flowers, plants, animals? Who are you seeing? Who is you? Who are you surrounding with? Because it's all you. So thank you for sharing.